Hello and welcome to another new video. Today we are going to be talking about realistic Undertale, or more specifically, what Undertale would be like if it was realistic. See, it's pretty easy what it would be like. So, after the conclusion of the monster-human war, the monsters would not be put underground in a barrier. This would happen. Fun fact. And therefore, if Undertale was realistic, Undertale would not happen. But what if we go with the fact that it does indeed happen? Well, what would then be realistic to happen afterwards? Well, Chara, or the fallen human, would still go ahead and go for their suicide attempt. We still haven't passed the first minute, so I can't actually say it. And see, that attempt itself would be successful. Yeah, Chara wouldn't be alive. And because of that, war never breaks out between monsters and humans, and every human that falls down is just dead. But what if we disregard that as well? Everything happens as it happened in our timeline. Ignore that. So if everything happens as it does in our timeline, Asriel and Chara wouldn't be able to cross the barrier because obviously there would be guards there. And no matter what kind of guards, I don't think Chara and Asriel would be able to defeat them. Nor would they want to, because they're like pro-monster and all that. So, but what if we disregard this as well? Then everything actually happens like it is. Until the second human falls down and dies again. That will happen 6 more times. So we're going to ignore each one of them. So now, Asko would have a goddamn case against Alphys. Alphys is so out of a goddamn job. Like after the determination experiments, you're out. Like we got families still sending letters to their deceased family members that Alphys told was, they were alive. I think someone would complain to the king, and then the king would be like, what the fuck is going on in my land? And then he'd go there and figure out that everything is like that, and holy shit, you're fired immediately. But what if we disregard this as well? Flowey would never let Undertale happen. See, Flowey wants to see literally everything. And Flowey does see literally everything, to the point where Flowey eventually allows time to pass enough for Frisk to fall down and take his save and loading feature. But Flowey wouldn't let that happen, because we already know that level 20 is enough for a creature to destroy the entire world. And level 20 is also enough for said creature to be like nonchalant enough to just do it. So yeah, at some point, Flowey would have killed Sans, even though Sans absolutely kicked Flowey's ass, and destroyed the entire world like Frisk and Chara. But if we disregard that as well, I don't actually think that Frisk surviving the fall is a plot hole. Because you see, it's a flower bed, and we have a sentient fucking flower in the next room. So, Flowey could have actually pulled some strings there to make sure Frisk survives. And if Frisk goes down the Geno route, Flowey kinda feels like, Frisk, you're kinda like Chara. Wait a minute, you are Chara, aren't you? Flowey would not think that. Looking at Frisk, Flowey can immediately see, motherfucker, this guy has jaundice. They look nothing alike. One of them doesn't even open their goddamn eyes. So yeah, Flowey, you should probably know that. By the way, same flower fury goes to the fall in Waterfall, because there's also a flower bed down there. Why there's a flower bed down there is beyond me, but there is one. Also, if it was realistic, magic wouldn't exist, Lamau. Also, we would probably get an explanation as to how spirits can connect to us, because Chara is obviously connected to Frisk in some sort of way, presumably because Frisk falls on Chara's grave, but no one ever explains that, not even in like a random-ass lore book. It's not explained how Chara is there. And if Undertale was realistic, the dark ending wouldn't exist. If Undertale was realistic, I would throw my phone away after the second status update from Alphys. If Undertale was realistic, I wouldn't pick up the phone to not press the button. And finally, if Undertale was realistic, none of these people should die to a 10-year-old child. My fit goes absolutely goddamn hard. I used to like Coffeezilla, Q the Clown. I used to like CoffeeZilla before he went mad. The saddest thing a YouTuber does is go bad.